I'm a healer, but written by Yellowleader on AO3 and read by Heo Stories. Chapter 29. Phil is fluttering around the front hall, counting the luggage and checking cabinet drawers. Are you sure you'll be fine for a few days? Yes, Phil, Tommy drones. And you won't forget to keep your phone charged, right? It hasn't dipped below 50% since you gave it to me, Phil. You've only had it a day. That doesn't mean much. I went grocery shopping and Rambo has my credit card if you need anything else. Ace's number is next to that landline in case something happens to your cell phone. Phil frets, pacing more. Phil! Wilbur cheerfully steps into the hall, dragging his own suitcase behind him. Tommy will be okay without us for a day or two, he says, as if Tommy didn't overhear him whining about leaving him alone with just Double and Rambo. At least twice in the last few days. They still haven't really spoken. Never alone, never more than, do you want anything while I'm shopping or go fuck yourself? But Wilbur is desperately trying to get on Tommy's good side. It's kind of pathetic, but it's also kind of nice. Tommy's still figuring out how to feel about Wilbur. Phil hums, displeased. I don't like it. You're just clingy, Tommy says before turning away. Ramos says I'll be fine because he and Talbot are here. He's not an expert. Neither are you, you elderly hen. Go put your shit in the car. I'm going to say bye to Techno, and it's going to be fine because I'm a well-adjusted bird brain, unlike you. Phil huffs a laugh. You're literally the exact opposite of well-adjusted, Tommy. Because I'm a fucked up bird brain who can compartmentalize shit better than you, which isn't healthy. Get out of here, Phil. Tommy ducks down the hall, heading towards Phil Techno's room. Rambo has a couple of theories about why Tommy's the way he is. His memory is a bit shit. There's a lot of things missing. Tommy could fix broken connection and make it easier for him to recall things, but he couldn't bring back memories. Rambo never formed in the first place. But he remembers enough from his days in the lab experiment to have some science behind set theories too. He remembers too much. He has nightmares now because of what Tommy did. And Tommy feels guilty about hurting his flock, even if he was just trying to help. He's equally pleased that even in the throes of his nightmares, Rambo still sleepwalks to Tommy's nest for safety. Tommy can be protected too. The most likely, apparently, is that Tommy is so incredibly fucked up. Well, he didn't say it like that because it's Rambo and he's a pussy. That his instincts are meddling with his human brain. Phil says that it's supposed to be that he'd have some time where his instincts are super strong and then they recede back into the back of his mind until something sets them off. Instead, Tommy and his bird brain are constantly one. So Techno is safe to the bird brain because Tommy thinks he's safe, or something like that. Anyway, maybe it's permanent, maybe it isn't. But right now, he's busy trying to not be upset that his protector is going on a trip for an uncertain amount of time. Pathetically, because of how fucked up his instincts are, he should be able to overpower them by thinking like human, but it's harder than he thought it'd be. It's okay, he's Sabo, he's Rambo, but part of him is huffy about being abandoned anyway. Which is why he throws open the door to Techno's room much more violently than he needs to. If you break my door, you're fixing it, Techno says, not looking up from the bag he's packing. It's good to know that Even the almighty blade can be a procrastinator sometimes. I would never, and if I did, it wouldn't be my fault. Why is your door so shit that it can be broken that easily, huh? Yes, as he takes a seat on the edge of Techno's bed. Tommy's only been in the room twice before. When he tried to steal one of Techno's knives, and then a few days ago when he got into an argument with Phil. Techno was overwhelmed and needed to bring Tommy to his den. He's not complaining. He got a knife out of it, and fuck knows he stocked his own collection of those. Still, despite how he's not really familiar with his room, he's comfortable enough. It's Techno's after all, and Techno is his protector, who shouldn't be leaving. So, how's Fundy? Tommy asks to distract himself. Techno shrugs, nervous. Last I checked, Will was too excited and he's rushing him a bit. A bit. A bit. It's been 3 days. It'd be less if you guys didn't have all the fucking mysterious preparations. Tommy says, making air quotes to show just how weird and nonsense the phrase is to him. Techno goes, sipping up his suitcase. Alright. He's rushing him a lot, but he's been waiting for Fundy to agree for years now. He's just excited. First thing to go right since he started screwing up with you. Tommy huffs, leaning back and looking at the ceiling. Some weird runes are painting on it, and his eyes trace them for a few long moments. You have your knives, right? Yep. He pops the last letter. No one knows how to get here besides our people. You're not in any danger. Even if something did happen, you know how to use a knife. Trambo is capable of teleporting you somewhere safer. In the unlikely chance that Tubbo didn't take out an attack as kneecaps. Tech. Tommy interrupts. Have you considered stifling your instincts until they merge with your human thoughts, so you can influence them in weird and fucked up ways that you aren't rambling about how much of a warrior you are? When Techno's silent, Tommy tilts his head back down to look at him. He just looks exasperated. I can't wait until we find you an actual therapist. Oh, I can't wait until we find you an actual therapist, Tommy mocks, pitching his voice lower. I'm Techno, and if I walk 10 feet away from my show, I will actually cry. I'm Tommy, and I think about joking about my hormonal trauma makes it go away. Techno tries to mock him back, but it's the worst impression Tommy has ever heard in his life, and he laughs so hard enough, he almost falls off the bed. Techno just shakes his head and pulls the suitcase over to the door. Of my room, Theseus, I'm locking it behind me. Tommy squawks, oh come on, I was just kidding when I said I was going to steal your cape. I left it out in the hall closet. Techno tells him, and Tommy goes quiet. He's not going to steal the cape, he's not. Even if it would be perfect for the nest and he really, really wants it, he's not going to, because he can overpower his instinct. Probably. Techno gently pushes him out the door and steps into the hall. I'm locking the door so Tubbo doesn't get into my potion ingredients. Hey! Tubbo yells from a few rooms over in a fence. Techno ignores it. He can probably break in anyway, but it's something. Try to stop him if you got hopes for it, alright? Tommy laughs. Are you kidding me? Absolutely fucking not. I've never seen potions get made before. Tubbo can do the fuck he wants. Ranbo has most potion ingredients recipes written in his book if he doesn't remember them personally. don't use any of my phantom membranes. They're hard to import and techno estates. If you wait instead, I'll teach you myself. So, you can't teach me woodcarving, jewelry, making language, and no fucking potions? I feel like I'm in school. He wants to learn it all so very badly. He doesn't have enough time in the fucking world. Less. We gotta do something with all the spare time we've got. Tigna says. We should only be gone 3 days at most. Probably two. We'll call to let you know we're on our way back as soon as we're back to civilization. Okay, that's it. Dad, no. Techno winces at that. No, look, just be safe, okay? Tommy hesitates a little. There's no real good response. Part of him wants to say he won't be. It would upset Techno and he'd stay. Part of him wants to say he'll be safe without Techno and that he doesn't need him, which would upset Techno and he'd stay. Most of him knows that this is just from this big moment where he embraces eternity or whatever. The whole family needs to be there for him. So Tommy can't fuck up this because he's not jealous. He needs to know a word that means jealous without making it seem like a fucking embarrassment. Oh, I'll be alright until you're back, Tommy decides to say. It's a good choice, and Techno gives him a small smile. I'll be back soon, Joe. Fuck off, get out, go! Despite them giving their goodbyes, Tommy follows Techno back to the front of the house. The rest of the family is there, fitting their things into the back of the car. Fundy stands off to the side, and Tommy peels away from Techno to wander over to him. Hi. Fundy greets him a little awkwardly. He's been busy since Tommy started leaving his room again. Something about working on a game. You'll be okay while we're gone, right? Primes, I'll be fine. Are you going to be okay? Funny peers over everyone for a moment, making sure they're busy. Techno and Wilbur are arguing about how much Wilbur is trying to bring. I'm nervous. They haven't told me what I have to do yet, so I'm kind of. You're probably going to have to kill people, right? Funny falls silent and stares at him. It's old magic. It's all about equal sacrifices. Living forever feels like it make you cut up a bunch of other lives short. Uh, I don't think that they tell me first, wouldn't they? Tommy scoffs. Yeah, right. I'm 100% sure we wouldn't tell you until you were already in a mysterious location that doesn't have a cell reception, so you can't chicken out. Funny chokes, realizing how super likely that is. You should do it anyway, though. If they're gonna make you kill people, it'll probably be people they would have killed anyway, so. I'm not. Funny lowers his voice. I'm not a killer, Tommy. I'm a programmer. I made Minecraft. I'm not. You fucking what? Funny pauses. Did you not know that that's the game I work on all the time? Tommy is fucking awestruck. He's never played it himself before, but Dream and his friends played it when they went on patrol. Tommy always thought it was cool, even though he had to watch from the doorway so Dream wouldn't notice his presence. How the fuck did Dream not mention his boyfriend made the one and only good video game? You fucking made Minecraft! I mean, I have a team now that's bigger, but yeah, Funny says bashfully before shaking his head. That's not my point. I'm not. I can't kill people. It's easier than I think, fucks boy. Okay, think of it this way. Tommy grins at him. When you're immortal, no one can ever take over Minecraft after you're dead and add microtransactions. Funny's eyes go wide and then he sighs. I hate that it felt like a good reason for a moment. They would even wait until you called before they decide how to put the dragon behind the paywall. My team's better than that. Yeah, for now. And some sleazy wrong'uns offer you that money in exchange for the rights. Suddenly, Netherite is DLC only. Stop! Funny says with a laugh. Look, I'll figure out what to do when I actually know. Okay, I'll figure it out. Tommy paused before patting him on the back. Good luck, have fun, only kill wrong'uns, make sure one of them is Wilbur. He laughs again, a little louder. Shut up, Tommy. I'll see you when I get back. See you when you're God or something. Tommy wanders back towards the house, ignoring Wilbur calls goodbye. He steps inside, shuts the door, and waits until he hears the car drive away. Then, it's time to fucking party, boys! He calls out. Rambo pokes his head out of the kitchen. What? No partying, though. Look, I know you guys are used to no adult supervision, but this is the first time I've been alone since I stayed in Las Nevadas. Tommy huffs. And before that, it was never, so I'm going to fucking eat everything in the fridge, watch your thing all rated, and maybe go through Wilbur's room for anything interesting. No point. Double calls from the distance. I already went through it. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised at that, Tommy says. Junk food and movies will do. Rambo steps out of the kitchen, his arms full of bags of chips. Wilbur actually did go shopping for them, which was alright of him. Tommy is going to milk this whole Wilbur is trying to get on his good side thing for as long as possible. He carries them over to the living room. Turbo meeting him partway from wherever he was to grab half. Tommy's eyeing the hall closet, trying not to think about how Techno left the cape in the hall closet specifically so he could put it in a nest when the landline starts ringing. He rolls his eyes. It's been 5 minutes max and they've gone over everything a dozen times. There is literally nothing that he should be calling about. He reaches out for the phone but hesitates. He was never allowed to answer Dream's phone, and Tommy has gone and call on his new cell phone since everyone he knows is there. Here. It's kind of weird. He picks it up and holds to his ear. Here. Hey? Tommy! Quickly, sounding ragged. No one's answering the phone. Where are they? They just left for a trip. Well, what's going on? They'll probably answer a call from me. The line goes quiet for a second, and Tommy almost thinks quietly hang up before he starts talking again. Oh, I need them, Tommy. Can I hire you, please? It's an emergency. I don't know what to do. Hang on, Big Q. What happened? Turbo drops a hand on Tommy's shoulder, starting him. It's Quackity, what's wrong? Tommy doesn't have time to answer as Quackity answers, but he shifts the phone so they can both hear. It's Charlie. He got hurt badly. He's beginning. He's. It burns. I don't know what burning does to slime, but he's not responding. To a gasp before running to the other room. Tommy puts the phone back to his ear, trying not to panic. I I don't know. I don't know if I can heal that big man. I mean, he's not. I can try. I'll definitely fucking try, Charlie. He's his first friend after escaping Dream. The guy he could talk to about anything. Because God knows the slime with social skills wouldn't judge him for it. the only one who taught him to make flower crowns. I'll try. Quackity takes a shaking breath. Good, good. I'll send Call to get you. I think he's near you. Tubbo walks back into the hall, Rambo rushing alongside it. Well, Charlie ain't you now? Uh, the casino basement. He got in the way of someone's training. Don't bother sending in Call. I know a teleporter. I'll be there in 2 seconds. Tomo puts the phone down, ignoring Crockety's response, even though it sounds alarmed. Probably just figuring out that Tommy has a connection to Tubbo. Doesn't matter right now. Some training place beneath the casino, he asks Rambo. Rambo's eyes light up. I remember that. Mr. Crockety's fiancé was there, and he. Not the time, boo. Tubbo interrupts. His voice died. He ducks his head and takes the bow in his arms. Right, a flash of purple and black, void as far as the eye can see. Sorry, Rambo finishes, letting go of them, and Tommy's stomach was hard, almost falling to the ground. That was disorientating. Not as disorientating as the sight in front of him. Quackity mess, his suit scorched and hands covering it in burn blisters. Charlie, barely shaped like a person, laid on the floor. Slime still bubbling. How long has it been? Sapnap, offering over Quackity, his eyes wide in shock when they meet Tommy's. Tommy? Pandas? Where's Tommy's protector when he needs him?